12 years ago, Digital Extremes dropped Warframe, and to this day, it's still sitting in the top 15 on the Steam charts with over 60,000 concurrent players. It has thrived in a free-to-play gaming landscape where hundreds of sloppy, bloated, microtransaction-heavy games rose and quickly died after melting our brains and draining our wallets. So when Digital Extremes finally dropped early access for its spiritual successor, Soulframe, I downloaded it immediately. Because if any studio can cure the free-to-play brainrot the gaming industry has planted, it's them. And Soulframe might actually be the antidote. Soulframe is currently in a pre-alpha state, the literal foundation of the game, so you'll be helping shape it from the ground up. And Digital Extremes has one of the best reputations in the industry for actually working with the gaming community. They listen, they iterate, and they show up for the players. Something that's becoming rare in the gaming landscape, where most free-to-play studios only care about squeezing every last dollar from your wallets, rather than gaining your trust and building a good game. That alone made handing over my $30 for a Founders Pack for early access to the game an easy decision. It's not a gamble, it's participation for what's to come. And let me say this clearly, Soulframe is not some low-effort free-to-play project. This isn't Roblox, where the game looks like it was made by a toddler who doodled the world and characters with a box of crayons and got promoted to art director. No, Soulframe feels handcrafted, dark fantasy atmosphere, immersive environments, and visuals that pull you in instead of looking like some kid published the game during recess. Soulframe has weight. It has a unique tone. It has great art direction. You play as an envoy warrior fighting back an invading kingdom while trying to restore nature itself. And that alone already feels badass, but it also feels very relaxing, putting your mind at ease as you free animals from the enemy's grasp. One moment you're facing a corrupted stag, freeing him from the shackles of corruption twisting his mind, which is actually a perfect in-game analogy to what I think Soulframe will do for the free-to-play genre. Another mission has you rescuing Orancall, a massive wolf, then later moving on to freer wolf pups too. These aren't just quests. They're emotional connections to nature that make the world feel alive and make you feel like you're a part of it. You also don't have to worry about predatory microtransactions in Soulframe. In Roblox, the game platform's entirely designed to lead towards addiction and financial exploitation. In Soulframe, it's the exact opposite. The game is designed with a core system that leads you toward naturally unlocking everything by playing and enjoying the game, with microtransactions as an optional path. Everything that you can buy in the game can be earned for free, making it one of the biggest strengths. It makes you feel like the adventure you embark on in the game grants you the next cool thing to unlock. The bosses, like the stag I mentioned earlier, are extremely important to the things you unlock. Even when you compare Soulframe to a strong, recent free-to-play release like Where Winds Meet, it still feels distinct. Where Winds Meet has been praised by many players, and I have to agree, it has a lot going for it. No pay to win, it's not in your face with microtransactions, it has interesting lore and NPCs, there's great combat, impressive environments, a variety of activities to complete, and interesting game mechanics influenced by many different games. It's another big free-to-play win for the players. But while all those things are impressive, there's still the other side of the coin. The terrible user interface that makes it feel more bloated than it needs to be, like the exhausting number of menus, multiple currencies, battle passes, endless amount of tracking and upgrade systems, and having to manually go into these menus and systems to actually get the rewards instead of the game just doing it automatically. It's also another game in the vast sea of Chinese warrior and Japanese samurai games that have recently come out, or will be coming out, like Assassin's Creed Shadows, Ninja Gaiden 4, Onimusha Way of the Sword, Neo 3, Black Myth Wukong, Rise of the Ronin, Ghost of Yotei, Wolong Fallen Dynasty, Phantom Blade Zero, and the list goes on and on. And don't get me wrong, some of these games are really good, including Where Winds Meet, and some that haven't come out yet look really good too. I'm really glad so many people love Where Winds Meet. However, it unfortunately didn't click with me. At least not like Soulframe did. It feels different, more focused, more relaxing, more healing, and more simple with one central hub that you can teleport to at any time that provides you with everything you need. You want to upgrade your character, change your appearance, equip new weapons and abilities, and go to your personal tent. You want to craft new armor, weapons, accessories, or soul frames? Go to the forge. You want to actually buy something? Go to the camel. Yes, you heard correctly, the camel, to access the merch store. It's all there for you in the central hub. Then there's the gameplay, which feels like an experience rather than a chore, an organic exploration instead of a task list. You have a map and a journal, and there are many different landmarks in the game to keep your bearings. But if you do lose your way, you always have your trusty little bird guide to get you back on track, or lead you wherever you choose to go, just by marking a location on the map. I think the combat still needs to get better and more activities need to get added into the game, but it's on the right track. While it's still really early in the game's overall development, I can guarantee that this game will continue to be built up alongside player feedback, have a more cohesive story that will further integrate the unique aspects of the deep regard for nature in the game, and continue to enhance the combat and other gameplay systems. Hell, if you don't believe me, just look at what Digital Extremes is still doing with Warframe. A new major update for the 12-year-old games dropping this month, which brings with it a new Warframe, new story, new game modes, major reworks to systems and customization, and much more. For me, it seems like the $30 to get in early on this game is totally worth it to play and watch it transform over time. Soulframe is backed by a studio I trust, with a proven track record of successfully evolving a game for over a decade. Soulframe's not trying to be another flashy free-to-play title trying to steal your money and rot your brain. It's trying to cure what's broken in them. If you're looking for another game that's cheap and incredible that provides a unique experience that breaks free of typical gamer strengths, why don't you check out my review of Dispatch? Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep on gaming.